I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run. And we can run, 'cause stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another AFR broadcast. We're here with the Tier 1 race tonight, coming to you from Singapore, one of the more technical circuits on the track. It should be a good one. As usual, I'm Kuno Zero. I will be casting alone at the moment. I believe Sea Carrot is having some PC issues, so we will figure out what's going on with him in a second. Alright, so let us get set up. Out of the way. I have just been informed that it will be a dry race, so take that as you will. Okay, so 17 drivers tonight. I am pretty excited about that. That's going to be pretty good. Should be in for a killer race. If it's anything like yesterday's 100%er. Oh, man. Let's go. Alright, so 17 minutes just counting down. Revo makes his way back in. Can't imagine he'd want to miss out at all. So let's jump out. Who's on an outlap right now? Let's jump on with Gus Rules. He'll make his way round the Singapore circuit. Of course, Singapore raced at night. Fantastic lighting conditions. Very interesting the way that they do them too. There's something like 4,000 lights, and they're all angled in such a way so that the drivers can't see them, so you don't get any blindness. Pretty clever. There we go. Gus is making his way through the city circuit. So quite a lot of corners here in Singapore. We've got 23, I think. 23 corners all up. Pegged as one of the more technical and torturous circuits. So we should see some pretty testing driving, I think, from our drivers tonight. Especially that there's 17 on the grid, so should be in for a good one. Okay, so Gus now starting his flying lap. We'll jump on board with him. Let's see how this all pans out. So he'll come around there. Move into turn 3. Moving up now into turn 4. Small little kink. He makes his way down into turn 5. So then here we've got a nice kink straight up towards turn 6. Here's turn 6 now. Moves up. Look at that. Almost all the way up as they move into Memorial Corner. A harsh break into turn 8. And a short little sprint to turn 9. Just set him up to move down into what they call the Singapore Sling, which is turn 10. Then another right into turn 11. Harsh on the brakes. Through the stadium section. Bull and Rocky there. He'll just move out of the way. Hopefully give us a good section. Mini Shrimp. I don't actually have control of the title, so I'm going to have to tell Nut about that one. And hopefully he'll be able to change it in time. Gus was using all of that curve there. Ooh. So now it goes underneath the grandstand. Bottas having a pretty nasty off this year. Going through that section. Gus manages to hold it okay as he now punches down. Very close to the wall there. Dancing with death. Here we go now. Out onto that main straight, and he will cross with a 1:38.3 on the hard compound. So currently he will be the race leader. Let's jump down one. Skyfield. Usually one of those, pretty good drivers. He sets a pretty good standard. Very, very consistent. Potsy just came across there with a 1:37.1 on the medium compound. Saxa with a 1:37.8. Pacey comes across 1:37.86. Apollo with a 1:40.1. We're starting to get more and more drivers finishing their flying laps. Bandcamp 1:39.9 puts him in 6th. Major Payne 1:39.7 puts him in 5th. We're seeing Skyfield now make his way up to underneath the grandstand. Oof. pushing it there. Mikau with a 139.4. Alright. Not bad from the Williams here. Let's see how he does in his sector 3. Nice little turn there onto the main straight. Crosses the line. Fastest lap. 135.7. Great attempt there from the Williams driver. Of course, on the soft compound. The majority of other people setting it on the hard. We've still got 12 minutes 30 to go. So I'm sure that we'll see some corrections as time ticks down. Alright, so I am trialling for tonight. You guys won't be able to see it yet. Hopefully I will be able to introduce it at some point. But I've got a dynamic map, so hopefully I'll be able to use that to better update when we see things like Sector 2 and whatnot. I can see that a Toro Rosso is off for some reason. Looks like that was Wahid. He'll come out of there now. Alright, jumping back on with Nut. Let's see. Here we are on the outlap. Everybody knows Nut is my favourite driver. Let's see if he can pull anything out as he goes insanely wide, turn 2. Every single race I screw this guy. Every single race. Okay. Yes, Dakota. No. Let's give him credit. Alright. Mikau coming into the pits there. So only 2 drivers we're waiting on to set a time, which will be Nut and Seb. Actually, Seb just come across there with a 137.356. Combined with a 139.1. Apollo there still trying to improve. 10 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. So right now, as we hit almost that 10-minute mark, still got 30 seconds to go, but Skyfield is still your pole position, or pole sitter I should say, with a 135.7. Bull and Rocky with a 137.0 to put him up in second. Potsy with a 137.1. Revo with a 137.1 on the hard compound. So he is absolutely flying tonight. He'll take 4th. Seb's there in 5th with a 137.3. Saxa 137.8 into 6th position. Like I said, now we're just waiting on Nut to complete a lap and we'll have a... Oh! Apollo losing a bit of traction there. Snapped a wing. As he comes into, he comes underneath the grandstand there. Come on, guys. Apollo, I need to see the same gung-ho that you were showing at 100% yesterday. Drive at Singapore like you were driving at Coda. Jacob Moses to stop switching to McLarens. I know, I'm sorry. I'll be honest. That's, I'm killing him. I'm killing him hard. Alright, let's jump up there with combined. He comes round. Let's Wahid go through, I think. And so we still haven't seen any more updates. 9 minutes, 13 to go. Looks like combined's going to come into the pits. Gus Rules currently on an outlap. Jump on board with Pacey there. Currently sitting 7th. 137.8. On the hard compound, still on the hard compound, so it looks like he'll be looking to improve on that. See how well he can do. Let's see. Moving in through Sector 2, he'll click out on Sector 2 now. Ooh, 3 seconds above, so no, not an improvement lap for him. Weird gear changes here from the McLaren. From the Mercedes. He'll come into the pits there, yep. I'll balk it, that's fine. Let's have a look at Gus Rules. He's making his way through the track now. So he's about to finish his sector 2. There it is. Ooh, slower by 1/10. Can he make it up in the last sector? Let's have a look. Gus moving through now. Next turn. Sharp left. This will set him up for the grandstand. Got to be careful here. Car gets a little bit unsettled once you go over that curb. And as we saw with Apollo, he gunned it a little bit too hard, too early. Put himself into the wall there. Not a place you want to crash. Here's one for you guys in chat. How many, if any, safety cars are we seeing tonight? Lucario says 2. Jacob Meister says 0. I think T-Max says 0 as well. I think there's going to be a safety car. Because with the 1.15 patch, right, they've become way more apparent. I've seen them heaps in career mode now. So I reckon, and the fact that we've disabled ghosting, I think that we're going to see some safety cars, and it's going to be awesome. At least I think it would be awesome. I don't know. Safety car every lap. That would be the shittest and also most hilarious race ever. There's Lotus here coming across that final corner. He'll cross the line. Oh, sorry. He was on an outlap. Thought he was on a time. Oh my god, I've got to pay more attention. Okay, so he'll start. So he punches his way now through Sector 1 on the medium compound. We'll see if he can improve from that 10th position. Lotus showing some really good qualifying attempts at Coda yesterday. Oh no, he'll pull over to the side of the road. Why is it that everyone that I spectate just gives up? Come on, man. What is going on? Alright, so it looks like Nut on a flying lap. This might be dangerous, but I'm going to spectate him anyway. We go, using all of the track to his disposal. Moves through turn 8. Here we go. Doing it on the soft. So he moves his way down into the sling. All of the track. Nice spacing. Using the curb. Unsettles the car a little bit, but it seems to hold on to it. That's good. Moves through the bridge now. Down in the first. He's going to punch it hard. Up to turn 14. He'll finish his sector 2 right now. What's it going to be? 1:04.3. Okay. We'll see how the rest of that goes as he moves his way down. Turn 17. It's going to put him out towards the grandstand now. Turn 18. Underneath. Keeps it. Better than his teammate. He'll punch it out further now. All the way up to turn 20. Hard right. Hard left. Now he's just got to do the double bank. Oh! Okay, here we go. Onto that straight. He'll cross the line with a 1:37.1. And that puts him in a 6th position. Not bad from the McLaren. Very, very good job. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. You can see that there are a ton of drivers currently out on their outlap. We will jump on board with the Haas. This Potty got a pretty good position there in 4th. We'll see if he can improve it at all. An interesting one there is Revo sitting on 1:37.1. He is on the medium compound now, however, so we will probably see him skyrocket to the front of the grid. Pretty much max gear as he makes his way past that Sector 1. Down by 1/10. That will put him on par with the Alpha from Bull and Rocky. Let's see if he can keep improving. Moving down into turn 9. Oh, just kissing that apex. Had to fight the steering wheel a little bit, but he's kept it. Into the sling. Very nice. Oh, God, it's great speed control there. Using all of that curb as well. These curbs are dangerous because they are very raised. And the thing is, there's gaps between the curb and the wall of the track, and so your car can get fairly stuck when they go over them, which causes you to spin to one side. Hopefully he can control it. He's doing a really good job so far. There we go, moving down into that turn 17, turn 18, underneath the grandstand. Keeps it well. Nice control of the revs there. A little bit of a kiss on the wall. Luckily no damage. Oh, there's a drift and he holds. Oh my god, how did he survive? Oh, I'm sorry, what? What are you doing? Potsy? Okay. His car is in one piece. Absolute epic car control. I'm sorry. That was insane. He had that car drifting, not only in that last section, but then across the entire thing, and he's held it. Oh, great job there from Potsy, of course. Not an improvement, but either way, maybe something for us to see. Cannot believe he kept that. I thought Red Panda was good at that crap. Far out. Okay. The car is sideways. I'm never going to live that down. Oh, god damn it. Okay. So Revo moving into the sling now. Let's have a look here. Sector 2. We'll have to go around turn 13. I don't know if this was his proper lap. I'm pretty sure he moved over to the side, so I don't think he's done that. He'll tick over this Sector 2 now. Let's have a look. Whoa! Down by one. Sorry, up on his time by 1.1 seconds. Far out, man. Revo is fast. There's no denying it. Was complaining of some internet issues. Hopefully they won't plague him tonight, because I would love to see Revo perform here at Singapore. So he now makes his way into turn 21. Now the double banker. Oh, getting so close to that wall. It's going to be one to watch. Harsh downshift, but it keeps that momentum. He crosses the line. 135.5 on the medium compound, and that's put him in pole position. With 58 seconds to go, he will be your provisional pole sitter. Skyfield getting punted down in a second. A bunch of people on outlaps right now. Let's jump on board with Apollo. I know this went bad last time, but hopefully he'll be able to improve. Currently last position on the OK Mate. It's an outlap, who cares, I guess. Massive corner cut. Stop spectating McLarens. No, you see, here's the thing. You know what? Okay, this is what I'm going to realise. If they can't handle themselves under pressure from me watching them, then this is how I temper them. You know what I mean? That's how you get diamonds. You push people. You push them, pressure them. So, Apollo with his flying lap moves into turn 1, turn 2, hit into turn 3. Will he use the apex? Yes, he does, but he's got to remember that he'll lose a lot of traction if he's not careful. So, hopefully he doesn't repeat what he did the last time. Here we go. Oof, getting close to that wall. The Sector 2 yellow flag looks like one of the racing points. Slowing down. Shouldn't be affecting anyone else, though. No, looks like we're good. Okay, down through the gears. Apollo keeping it nice. Putting his car right in the middle there. Hopefully Pacey won't hold him up. I don't think so. Should have a pretty clean... Yep, Pacey moves out of the way. So Apollo into the sling. Holding it well. Nice little thing. He's got to be careful of those track walls, though, because they will just come out of nowhere. Seb goes across with a 134.9 on the medium compound. He's just taken pole position away from Revo, and on the same compound. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have put money on that. But good job there from Seb. As we're still watching Apollo Pepsi make his way down through that last sector. Okay, here's where it all went wrong for him last time. Make sure to keep clean of that. He holds onto the traction well. Moves through that section. Now he'll go into turn 20. Into turn 21. And now into the double bank. For the last. Skyfield gets up there as well. He's now second. Revo gets put in the third. Apollo Pepsi drives across to the 136.9. And that puts him in 8th position. So here's some news. Revo gets punted down 2 positions. Skyfield managing to get a 135.2, puts him in second. Seb, of course, took pole position. So Revo will start in third. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be in for quite a hell of a race. Alright, so Seb takes your pole. Skyfield in second. Revo in third. Matzoy doing a good job. Puts himself in fourth with the 136.2. Pacey 136.29 puts himself in 5th. Gus Rules in 6th. Wahid in 7th. Apollo with a nice drive there puts him in 8th. Bull and Rocky in 9th. Combined takes up 10th. Bandcamp down here in 13th. Potsy, I thought he'd be higher up in the standings there, but he's in 11th. 137.1. Obviously, he did have that bit of a scary section at the end there. Mikau on the hard compound there at the back. 138.9. So it looks like he's going to go for a very hard initial stint, but not being in the top 10, it means he can qualify on whatever... Oh, sorry, he can start the race on whatever tyre he likes. So we will see how this goes. All right, now just waiting for everybody to finalise their race setups. And then we should be good to go. All right. All right. Just had to check a couple of things, but I think we're good now. Ooh. Just waiting for everybody to finish up. I'm gonna say there's gonna be at least one safety car this race. At least one. Because I mean, there's been a safety car at Singapore well, at least in real life, every single race. At least one. So, I reckon we'll see one as well. I think the only one we've seen so far was China. So hopefully we'll be able to see one again. I want to see how that throws, what kind of wrench that throws into the mix. I call 30 safety cards. Instead of flags on the side, the marshals are just holding up these big giant novelty cards that just say safety on them. Alright, so everyone seems to have finalised their setups. Oh, well, it's all park firm. Anyway, finalised their race strategies and tyre strategies. Everybody going out on the formation lap. We have 31 laps here tonight at Singapore. True Hero. Hey, man, what's happening? Back again, I see. Good to see you. All right, so Seb, of course, in pole position. He'll be leading the pack. Skyfield in second. Revo in third. As we see everyone now. Have a look at this. This is quite interesting. From 11th to 17th, everyone has decided to start on the hard compound. So they'll be going for the long stint. Only 2 drivers currently using the soft compound. Bull and Rocky in the Alpha and Skyfield in the Williams. And everyone else opting for the medium. So we're going to see varying tyre strategies tonight. But the real question will be, if there is a safety car, how will it throw a wrench into the tyre strategies? And this is the thing about Singapore that I love the most. Some people hate to drive it, love to watch it, and I'm one of those people. I actually like to drive it. I think it's a cool track, but I'm bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Seb, everybody just trying to warm those tyres. So just an explanation for everyone, just a quick insight into when I said dynamic map earlier. What I'm trying to get that implemented into the stream so that you guys can have a bit of a better look, but it does look a little bit ugly, so I've still got to work on it. But basically, it will tell me who and why someone has triggered a yellow flag or a safety car or anything like that. So it's better, so I can switch between the drivers better to let you guys know about incidents and things like that. Hopefully it will work. I'm trying to get it to work well, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're seeing the grid start to line up. They're coming back. Can't believe we've got 17 drivers. This is exciting. This is exciting. Of course, turn 1. That's going to be a hell of a drive, man. We might see... Singapore turn 1 is very, very notorious. So, as we're seeing Mick Howe just come up onto the back of the grid there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're waiting for the lights to count down. As soon as we hit that 5th light and they go off, we're all ready to go. And there it is. Everyone's taking off. The smoke gets Put him into the air. Here we go. Seb goes out. Skyfield in behind. Revo with a nice little setup there. So everyone seems okay so far. I don't see too much craziness. Let's go back a couple. We do see a little bit of slowdown here at the back of the grid. Mikau still at the end. Major Pain lost like a position or two. Everybody seems to be going okay. Moves into turn 3. Okay, so no major incidents. Here we go. Look at these intervals. Everybody's so close to each other. The Haas have combined trying to go up there. Band makes a position there on Nut. We're seeing we're seeing a couple of position changes here. Major Pain trying to go on the outside. He won't have the time. I have already seen how difficult it's going to be for me to maintain a view on all the action here. This is going to be nuts. Okay. Let's jump up into the middle of the pack. On board with Apollo. He's trying to chase down the Toro Rosso from Wahid. Oh, he's going to go up on the inside, but Wahid's going to have way better exit. Oh, God, look at him. Nose right there in the gearbox. Will he be able to get on the outside? It's a bad force. I knew it was going to happen. Goes way hard on that curb there. Luckily, no damage for either driver. Oof, what a camera angle. Let's jump up a couple more. On board with Pacey in the Mercedes. His teammate currently leading the race with a 0.5 gap to the lead. Seb gets a faster slap. Will anybody else manage it? Probably not. Lap 1 usually goes to the leader. Alright, so Combined gets a little bit of an overtake there. On the straight, we'll jump back with him. Jump on board Bull and Rocky. Singapore. Possibly, well, I'd say the second best street circuit. Monaco is arguably the better one. But crazy stuff happens here at Singapore all the time. We're going to be in for one of those days. So lap 2 now. Nobody's crashed out. This is good. This is good. So Bull and Rocky trying to make up that position on the soft tyre, so we will have the better grip. So he's trying to chase up to there. Let's have a look. Apollo awfully close to the back of that Toro Rosso. Through the sling, a little bit loose. Okay. Apollo exceptionally close. Wahid pushing his way out. Alright, so here he comes under the grandstand. Hold your chairs, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, makes it well. Good stuff there from the McLaren. Alright, might jump down to the back of the grid. Let's have a look. Seb gets another faster slap. Lotus there in the hard compound. He's trying to catch up to that Haas. The Haas is doing quite a good job trying to catch up to the Red Bull. Lap 3, which means DRS is now enabled. And here it's about to get hectic as we move on. God, trying to watch all of these intervals. Oh boy, okay. So the closest gap so far, we're looking, looks like nut to band. Actually, no, let's have a look. Revo's making quite a move here. He's going to go up on the inside of Skyfield. Skyfield's got a better line coming into the next corner. Oh, Pacey! A little bit of a bump. Oh, look at him go. Okay, they're all trying to get through that corner. Oh, massive cut there from Skyfield. He'll get a massive warning. Revo gets the overtake. Looks like Pacey's probably going to do the same. Yes, he's going to slot right in there. Good job from the Mercedes. So the Williams loses 2 positions. Oh, drifting! Pacey's in the wall! And gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Come on! Game! You didn't mean to do that. That's the one thing about this I hate so much. You fly off the track, right? It's an incident. You have no advantage. And then Codemasters is like, oh, he crossed the line 5 seconds. Oh, that's unfortunate for Pacey. He's now going to have to work that out. It's probably, of course, we can always put that to the stewards and get it appealed. So, shouldn't be too much of an issue. But, God, so unfortunate for him. He does have wing damage. That was definitely, look, you can see at least one fin and the end plate are gone. Oh, God, he just hit it again. He's going to have to pull in for sure. Yep, he's biting the bullet. The question is, will he switch tyres? Will he change his strategy now that he has to pit? I'm going to jump on board. Let's have a look. And I see the hard compound coming on. There it is. Okay, so he'll jump onto the hard compound. Let's try and switch to someone else combined. What is this camera angle? I admit it, I like it. Especially if you see the DRS open up. Alright, so Potsy, Major Pain, Mikau. Oh god, there's some massive switching happening back here. Let's have a look. What's going on? So Pacey's still in the pit. He'll have to make it up from there. Nut on the back of Bandcamp. Sachs is getting close to his teammate. Good racing from both of them. Oh man, it is so hard for me to keep track of this. You can see Nut trying to chase down Band. Getting closer and closer. Band's trying to do the same to Saxa. All three drivers on the hard compound. Sachs is getting closer and closer now to his teammate, which is interesting because Bull and Rocky on the soft. So, Alright, lap 4, Seb still your race leader. 2.1 second gap between him and Revo. Skyfield 3.6 behind him. Seb sets another fastest lap. Revo takes it from him with a 140.5. Someone pulls into the pits there. Looks like Bull and Rocky must have some damage. I'll just jump on board. Let's have a look. Are we just switching tyres or are we... Oh god, you had to be at the end of the pit lane, didn't you? Oh. Yep, he's jumping onto the mediums and no damage. So just going in for a tyre change, not a problem. Pacey now trying to catch up to everybody. He'll manage to get past Bull and Rocky, I think. Oh, it's going to be close. Bull and Rocky's going to come out of the pit lane any time now. Yeah, there it is. Mercedes managed to get them, so that's at least one position there to him. Another 15 to go. Alright, let's jump up a bit more. Back to Nut. We're trying to chase down Bandcamp. Bandcamp trying to chase down Saxa. Nice little train. Matzoid now getting fairly close to the back of the Williams. Might just jump on board here. Now there is quite a train happening here. As you can see, Wahid encroaching. Look at this. Nice little snake happening through here as they're all going to go underneath that grandstand. Oh, Gus Rule's getting a little bit wrestly. Have to watch those. Okay, so lap 6 now. Wahid with an excellent drive. Trying to catch up to the Ferrari. Gus Rule's doing the same to the Red Bull. Skyfield dropping 6.5 seconds. Seb and Revo have completely blown away. But now the question will be, can Seb hold Revo at bay? We're going to be in for a good one, I think. Okay, so Gus trying to go up on the inside there. Skyfield gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt him as Gus manages to make it across. There's contact between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. Who's going to let who past? Gus is going to squeeze past. Oh, Bull and Rocky gets a 3-second time penalty at the back, so the Ferrari wins out on that battle. Matzoid has to give up, moving through the sling now. Very, very close. Combined YouTuber, 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate. It's only been 6 laps, and we're seeing some pretty interesting driving here tonight. Gus Rule's getting awfully close to the back of that Williams. He'll be in prime position to pounce soon enough. Here they go, moving underneath that grandstand. Oh, Isn't it hypnotic? Watching the cars drive like that is so good. We'll jump on board for the last double kink. Here we go. The Ferrari. As they all move into that DRS zone. He'll slingshot straight past. Absolutely no problem. Gus Rules takes that position. Matzoid comes up rapidly. Skyfield slotting in between them both. Oh, man. Something is going up with Skyfield on the soft compound. Whether his tyres are starting to hit a cliff, I'm not sure. Matzoid gets around the side there. He'll take fourth. Let's drop down to Wahid. Not to point out, Apollo! Massive dive! Almost went for 2 cars. Managed to get 1. He's in 6th now. Good job there from the McLaren. But he has to also keep his head on because that can put you out badly if you don't do the math. But he did get the first car. So hopefully he can hold on. 6th position for him now. Great job. Looking at some of these intervals. Everybody's in a pretty even spot so far. Gus Rules 10 seconds behind Revo. As Nut gets a 3-second time penalty. Wow, those top 2 drivers, man. They're away with it. So Apollo is trying his very best to claw 5th position away from this Williams. You can see Skyfield's having a little bit of trouble holding the car. Not sure what it is. Let's jump up. Let's see if we can see any damage there. No, still has his end plates. Must be wheels. Oh my God! Absolutely sideways. Yep, he's going to pull into the pits. Obviously the tyres absolutely screwed up there. So Skyfield bites the bullet. As we look at some more. Here we go. Bull and Rocky at the back there. 0.6 to Pacey. Oh, Pacey's got such a hard job ahead of him trying to make up all of that. Hopefully he can do something with it. Wahid getting awfully close to the back of Apollo. Bandcamp's doing quite a good job to catch up to the Alpha. Bull and Rocky with another 3-second time penalty. Very unfortunate for the Alpha. We're seeing some awfully close racing here. Nut, 0.5. Bandcamp, 0.3. Let's jump down to Bandcamp. Trying to catch up to the Alpha of Saxa as they move through the sling here now. Okay, lap 8. Seb still in the lead. Revo is closing hard. That was a 2-second gap. It's now 0.7. We will have to switch over soon. Let's see how it goes. We're all coming through Sector 3 now. Let's all just jump up and have a look. Here we go. Down the main straight. Didn't have DRS activated though. Not sure about that one. Reaver doing a great job. There's a Sector 3 yellow flag. It's one of the Alphas. Sachs is off. Let's have a look. We'll see if we can see him anywhere in there. He has crashed out right in the middle of the track. Looks like he's hit the wall hard. And that's him out of the race. No safety car though. Damn. I wanted to see a safety car. So Pacey now trying to catch up to the Williams of Skyfield. Obviously Skyfield dropping down a bunch of positions because he had to bite the bullet, put on new tyres. They're both on hards. Skyfield's are fresher. Pacey's just looking for another man to hunt. Now, unfortunately Skyfield's in the sight lines. Let's jump up here to Potsy. Trying to chase down Nut in the middle there. Currently in 10th. Right, so pretty close racing here. 0.4 the gap now. Revo holding that 0.5 gap. So sooner or later, he should be able to catch up with Seb. I mean, let's be real. Seb's internet's probably going to drop out so bad. And it'll probably drop out like lap 25 or something. And then it'll all go to shit. And yeah. So. Revo now 1.2 behind Seb. A little bit of a drop there. Bottas got the DRS. Oh, he's looking. No, sees the sensibility. Backs away. All right, let's jump up a little bit. On board with Wahid in the Toro Rosso, trying to chase down Apollo. Apollo with an epic dive to take up that position there. Almost got Skyfield as well, couldn't quite get it. With Wahid having a peek. Skyfield switching up with Major Payne. Oh, they're switching out together. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Pacey's all up in it as well. So we've got a fight here between the Racing Point, the Williams and the Mercedes as they come up onto that. Oh, a little bit of drifting. Pacey getting a little bit too close. Got spun out by the back of the Racing Point. In through the sling. Each car on the hard tyre. Major Payne with the worst degradation. 9 laps on hards. Isn't much though. So Pacey there going up on the side. He'll be able to take that. Or can he? He does squeeze it out, but Payne has the inside line into the next corner. Oh, man. The Racing Point just narrowly missing that rear tyre. Good drive from both of them. Nice and clean. That's what we want to see here at Singapore. So Pacey makes up another position there. Skyfield makes his way through the scene as well. Bandcamp's getting a lot of position. Oh, sorry, he got one because 4 people are in the pits. So Seb, Revo, Wahid, and Combined all pit at the same time. I might actually just jump on board with Revo. Let's see, he's coming out as well. So Revo exits in 8th. Seb exits in 4th. So Revo will have 4 cars to make through in order to catch back up to Seb. Seb's only got 3. Of course, Gus Rawls, Mattoid, and Apollo do all have to pit. So right now, Seb's in a really good position. Potsy in the Haas. Trying to catch up closer to Nut. Oh, look at these camera angles. Love them. Okay. So the Haas trying to encroach onto the back of that McLaren. But he's also got to be careful because one wrong move and you're into the wall. Trying to get a toe here. You can see Revo closing up on both of them. So as these two battle, Revo is obviously going to capitalise. He'll have to move through both. And on Singapore, very tight circuit. We'll see how that all pans out as they move underneath that grandstand. Jump on board with Revo. You'll be able to see all of the action from him. Okay, so now into the double kink. DRS will be a factor for both of these drivers. Who will take over who? Revo's already got quite a massive slingshot. Will he be able to do a turn 1 dive? He's looking for it. Goes for the late break. They're side by side now. The Haas gets forced out a little bit. And Revo makes the position. Great drive from the Racing Point. All he's got to do now is take down Nut. Much fresher tyres. Nut's probably looking at the Reaper in his side mirrors. Moves over to the side. No fight there. He realises he's not the one he's racing. Great job there from Nut. And Revo makes his way into 3rd. Now all he'll have to do is sit pretty, try and chase down Seb. Bandcamp still having to pit, so he won't be much of an issue with 4 seconds the gap there. Let's move down a couple. Let's go back to the ladder end of the grid. Pacey trying to chase down Skyfield. Matzoid there behind them as well. Apollo dropping down a couple of places, but he's now got fresh tyres, so... So if you have a look at these gaps, we still have Nut, Potsy, Lotus, and Mikau having a pit. Skyfield, Gus, Fresh. So Pacey's in a pretty good spot right now. As long as he can hold it, he should have a decent finish. Time will tell. Lap 12 of 31. Seb still your leader with a 5-second gap to Bandcamp. 6-second gap to Revo. Seb gets a fastest lap there, 140.5 on the hard compound. Potsy making a move here on Nut. Oh, he just dropped out a little bit. Gus Rules and Mick out, both trading places. Pacey as well. Bull and Rocky gets a time penalty. Oh, look at this Red Bull. Wanted to look on the inside line. Advised against it. He's now gone. Matzoid's teammate Mikau in 8th. So Matzoid trying to chase down, see if they can rejoin themselves. Skyfield goes up on the inside. Pacey with a slow line. He gets a massive slingshot. Goes far out on the track, however, which will set him up for a great next turn. He takes it up on the inside. Gets the position on the Williams. 9th position now for Pacey, but there's drifting. Oh, he's held it, however. I think there was contact between the Williams and the Mercedes. Matzoid having a look at all of this at the same time as they go through the sling. God, we are seeing some incredibly close racing here at Singapore. Oh, contact. No damage, however. Skyfield would have felt that one. Matzoid not getting the brake pressure that he wanted. Woo! Not even halfway, people. We're not even halfway. Okay, so a little bit of an update for the leader. Seb still in the lead. 5.7 seconds is the gap. Revo's managed to make it up from Band there. So it's up to Revo to try and close that gap by the end of the race. He just set the fastest time there, 140.3. As Matzoid decides to pull into the pits. Gus Rules with a nice little overtake, but he does get bumped by Lotus as he comes through. Looks like no damage, however. Lucky to avoid. God, so many bonks today. So many duts. Obviously, dirty air not being great in some of these corners. You think you can stop in time. Turns out you can't. A little bit of a touch there from the Toro Rosso on the wall, but he'll be fine. Combined at the back there. Is he trying to make a move now? No. He drops down a little bit. Matzoid comes out of the pits, of course. 16 seconds now behind Major Pain, so he'll have a lot of work to do. Mind getting a nice little overtake. Let's have a look here. Oh, the Alpha hits the wall. Ah, there's your problem. 2 end plates gone. Ooh, man. Okay, so Major Pain manages to make it over there. Now have a look at Bull and Rocky. He is missing 2 sides of the wing. He's missing the end plates. Okay. And an earthquake has hit Singapore. And the world is ending. As Bull and Rocky, unfortunately, out of the race. I should switch the camera, but this is hypnotic. Okay, I'll switch. Okay, so both Alphas out of the race. Alpha DNF, no points for Alpha. Crazy unfortunate. Bull and Rocky, of course. I was just saying that not having end plates and not having wings, it was going to be an absolute pig to drive, and he put it straight into the wall. He had no choice. I mean, he had a choice, but he was going too fast for that corner and crashes it out. So 15 drivers now left as 15 laps have gone past in this race. Wahid trying to chase down the McLaren. And I'm really surprised we haven't seen any safety cars yet. Well, the closest gap is the one you're watching right now. Lotus is trying to chase up onto the back of Pacey. Mick Howe trying to do the same to the Williams of Skyfield. Potsy trying to do... he's trying to chase up to Nut. It's just within that DRS range. Revo's managed to bring it down from 5 seconds to 4.4. But props to Seb. He's driving an excellent race so far. Will we see Seb win this race? Lap 16 of 31. You can see this Toro Rosso. He is pushing. But he has to keep his wits about him because Singapore is not a forgiving track. So he'll come through the double kink now. Perfectly into the DRS. Keeps the ERS on 0, however. Interesting. Wants it more charged. He won't be able to get on the inside. Doesn't have the extra brake! He hits Apollo. They're both gone! And they both spin out. Okay, so... And Apollo has retired... Alright. Apollo retires from the session, and that's him done. I mean... it wasn't terminal. But anyway, okay, so Apollo calls it. He's now done. No points for him. Wahid, unfortunately, not being able to make that corner. Tapped the back of that McLaren. Forced them both sideways. And Apollo's come out worse. Apollo Pepsi is left. Okay, so that's him done. So 14 drivers now. As we wait for the end of the race. It's the dramas coming up tenfold now. 3 DNFs. Alright, let's jump on board with the Williams. He is chasing down this Toro Rosso and doing it well. Fresher hard compound as they move here into the grandstand. You have to be careful with the unsettling curbs. Matzoid with a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunately for him, he's down at the back, trying to chase down the sister team. Goes for that inside tier 1. Is it going to work? Oh, Lotus with a great defense there. He's trying to hold the momentum. Skyfield pushing it forward now. Almost had it. Almost. You can see the beautiful DRS wing opening there. Thank you, broadcast cam. Didn't want to watch the front of it at all. He tries to go up on the outside. Will he be able to do it? Who has the better speed coming out? Oh my god, Skyfield rocketed out of that corner. He'll take 8th. And Lotus has no choice but to fall behind. Now, up for the battle for 4th. Nut getting a little bit sideways. The Haas trying to hunt him down. The Ferrari trying to capitalise on both of them. With a bit of an outside brake. Potsy goes up sideways. Matzoid just set the fastest lap with a 1:39.3. Oh, Nut goes a little bit wide. He's crashed. He's crashed. And it's... Whoa, God. Is he? He's still on. He's still on. He's still on. He's still on, ladies and gentlemen. The McLaren has saved itself. I have no idea. That's going down. He's lost his wing. He's lost the left side of his wing. He's also lost the end plate. But he's still in the race. So one McLaren is still ready to go. Hopefully he'll be able to make it to the pits. Oh, Jesus, close to that wall. There it is, the pits. It's in sight, Nut. Just drive in. Okay, so... Don't get hit with a 5-second penalty. They're okay. So we'll just stay on board with Nut for a bit. Let's just analyse that. So, apparently this McLaren made of adamantium. The wall coming out second best in that fight. So you see the wing getting put on there. All right, excellent. He'll be exiting the pits. Let's jump back up to that battle there. Potsy just getting overtaken by the Ferrari. Gushrill's doing a great job to put himself in 4th. Potsy starting to get that tyre deck. 17 laps down on those tyres. Lap 18. So he'll have to pit at some point. Combined, getting a nice little overtake there on the back of Mikhail. Let's jump down and see how they're going. It's so hard for me to track everything. Okay, so leader update. Seb in front. Revo 2.4 seconds. Revo is closing it hard. We've just passed the halfway point of the race. So it'll be up to Revo to try and claw it back. Seb will have to defend with everything that he can. Oh my god, Revo just... Wait a minute, the track... Wait a minute. The track... The wall is on the track! Oh my god! Okay. Nut, I know you can't hear me, but take it slow, mate, because you're about to get a massive surprise! Oh, and that can't be fixed. Okay, so, wait. Is it only for spectators? Is that wall not in... Nah, that wall's definitely on the track, right? I don't know. We'll have to monitor as people drive past. I'm sorry, where was I? Okay, so Ben, Potsy, both pit. Lotus pits, Mick out pits. Revo just got a penalty, so he'll now have to contend with that. So if Seb keeps himself clean, he'll be able to take this win. 1.9 seconds now. So Revo's doing well. He could probably make that 3-second gap. I'm not sure. God, what is happening in this race, man? So Wahid now trying to make the overtake on Bandcamp. He'll go hard on the brakes. Bandcamp keeping it well. We all know Bandcamp's great at the defensive maneuvers. So he'll probably be able to keep the Toro Rosso in his rear view. They don't have rear view mirrors, eh? They were side mirrors. Side mirrors. In his side mirror. Alright, so this will be the corner. Let's have a look. Let's see if the wall is out. It is! Look at it! Oh! Okay, I have a feeling that that's just me. I think the wall is just out for me and it's like flipping out. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh, that is funny as hell. That is funny as hell. Okay, so Wahid loses a little bit of time there. This Bandcamp. Oh, not with another 3-second time penalty. Oh, come on, man. He survived sudden death, but it looks like the penalties are going to get to him. Oh, Wahid goes a little bit wide. Have a look at Potsy. He comes up right there with the DRS onto the inside. He'll take turn 1. Nice little brake section. And he keeps the apex as well. Wahid gets forced back, so Potsy takes 8th position. Oh. Lap 20 of 31. 11 laps to go. Seb still in the lead with a 1.4... sorry, that'd be more like 4.4 seconds because, of course, Revo did take that 3-second time penalty. Mikau at the back, trying to chase down the sister team. Oh! Seb gets a 3-second time penalty, so they're even now. Seb and Revo both have 3-second time penalties, which means Revo now only has to worry about that 1-second gap as Mikau makes that inside. There's massive contact there, but nobody's got damage. The Toro Rosso gets pushed aside. Oh, he's still trying to go up on the inside, however. Loses out hard, and Lotus drops back 1.2 seconds. So he came out really, really bad on that. Mikau gets ahead. Beep, beep, says the Red Bull. Potsy, 3-second time penalty. Looks like he was trying to cut way too close as he's trying to chase down with Bandcamp. Bandcamp doing a great drive so far in 7th. Oh, man. Coming out of that exit. Coming out of turn 21. Oh, you clip that wall and it's all over. Potsy setting the fastest lap, 1:39.1. Whoa. Making his way well there through the apexes. Closer and closer to the back of the Renault. Pacey doing an excellent job there. Down to 1 second behind Gus. To go from that accident at the start of the race to 4th. Great drive from the Mercedes. Matt's with a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate. Alright, so Potty the closest gap so far. 0.4. Pacey also getting fairly close to Gus Rules. Is that wall still going to be on the track? That's never going to get old. Oh God. Okay. So, Potsy's still trying to do his best to catch up to that Renault. He'll have DRS, of course, coming on the main straight. So as they exit out of here, turn 21 into the double kink. He'll have all of the speed required to take up turn 1. Here we go. Oh, the ERS is almost at 0. It looks like Bandcamp will hold on. You better put that on to recharge because he had that advantage there and it didn't quite go anywhere. So here's the second DRS zone. The Haas trying everything. On the outside, great driving here from Band to keep that Haas behind. Lap 22. Ooh, harsh on the gearbox there as he comes down through the sling. Oh, God, he goes way wide a little bit there. That's going to cost him. Yeah, 2/10. I'm never going to get over that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be professional. That's hilarious. Unfortunately, Connolly, I cannot because I don't have that telemetry on. Usually it's C-Carrot that monitors that and lets us know. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't tell what his tyres are. Alright, let's jump up. Jump on board with Pacey. Great drive so far from him. Actually, you guys... Actually, no, I better not do that. I was going to see if I could load up the telemetry, but no, it'll throw the stream out of sync and... Yeah. So we'll just have to guess. Alright. Crazy battle happening here. Let's jump on board with Revo. He's 0.5 now behind Seb. We're coming into the later half of the race. Oh, man. Tokyo Drift out of that. So the two massive battles you want to watch out for are Seb and Revo and Gus and Pacey. Seb and Revo both have 3-second time penalties, so it will come down to them. The question will be, is Revo biding his time? Currently low on the ERS, 21%. Seb has all of his, so he's ready for a fight. It's not every day we get to see a battle for first on the AFR stream, but here at Singapore, it is delivering. Both of these drivers, exceptionally talented. Revo has been dominating this series at the moment. Seb can't be too happy about that. Wahid, 3-second time penalty. If Seb can take this win from Revo, we might see a little bit of an upset. Here comes the wall. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Alright, I will come back to this, but I do have to pay attention because right now we've got cars side by side here in the mid section. Combined blocks out. So he blocks his teammate. The two horses are at it again. Potsy's trying to get past, but he can't. Combined's holding him back. Band's got through the chaos, so he's well free. It's real life all over again. Here we go. As they're coming through, I've got to keep one eye on the battle with Revo. Oh, I'm going to get the broadcast cam because they're all going to hit the wall. This is going to look great. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so Potsy managed to get past Combined on that straight. So that little battle is now over. Back up to Revo. Lap 25, which means we've got 6 laps to go. Both cars have 14 laps of tyre deg. Their fuel will be running out soon. Seb, of course, 94% ERS. Revo using his, pushing it to the limit. Doing everything he possibly can. You can see both of these guys are pushing hard. Revo hits it into overtake, but Seb's keeping just enough of a distance. And with his ERS topped up, he's holding it off. And he's doing such a good job as well. This leading race is so close. 0.3 the gap between these drivers. Revo goes on the inside. Will he be able to pull it off? No. He'll have to back up. Unfortunately. Oh, but he'll try and go on the outside of this one. No, that won't work either. Seb. Great defense. We are seeing him pull everything. And I really hope this doesn't jinx him, he hasn't DC'd. So maybe when Seb has good internet, Revo has a challenge. Pacey definitely pushes Revo as well, but unfortunately he had that early accident, so he's still back in 4th, trying to get past Gus. Oh, he's there side by side as they come into the wall. Seb getting hit. What the hell? Okay. So I don't know what happened. Oh, there's contact! There's damage as well. Seb has somehow launched backwards. So Revo was in front, and then they switched again. Revo still has his wing. Seb does not. Okay, so lap 26 of 31, Seb has lost an end plate. There was some form of glitch there. Hopefully it doesn't affect him too much. It is only an end plate. Usually that's okay. Yep, seems to be taking corners okay, so... Alright. Just gonna... Oh, Revo. No. See, in Monaco, we saw Revo go so aggressive that he caused 2 accidents, and it ended up costing him. You can tell he's learnt to be a little more cautious because he's backing off. Also, I'd like to point out, that is rain. Lap 27, and it's raining. Ladies and gentlemen, if it gets heavier, we're going to be in for a crazy finish to this race. Will the rain affect these guys? 16 lap of degradation on both of these cars. Wahid drops down 2 positions there. Let's have a quick look. He's in the pits. Mikau's going up on the inside. Will he take turn 1? He does. No, not still side by side. Oh, what's he going to do? Tries to get it there. Unfortunate. Okay. Back up to Revo. So will the rain affect these drivers? Wahid pits for intermediates. Okay, so Wahid thinks that it's going to be heavy enough that it will affect them. Revo trying to go on the inside. He does brake late. He will clip the apex. Seb's still in front. This rain does seem pretty on the heavy side. Okay, so side by side, Revo takes it, but Seb comes up again. Ah, this is going to the wire. Lap 28. Seb gets a really bad exit. He closes off Revo, absolutely shutting the door. Might be something to look into. I don't know. Revo's going to try and take it up on the outside. He will have the speed as they come in through the sling. No, he backs up right into the line. Oh, the rain makes you see crazy things. Seb doing a great job. Remember, he is missing an end plate. I don't know how much it's affected his handling. Revo now on the outside. There's a Sector 2 yellow flag. Looks like the Toro Rosso of Wahid. He has DNF'd. So he is out of the race. I'd switch back to it, but it's way too interesting. Revo's now in the lead. He pulls back. Seb takes it again. So we still have a yellow flag there in Sector 2. Sector 3 now, as the car is off to the side. Lap 28. Seb ahead by 0.5. The rain still coming down. Oh, Revo's drifted! No! He's off on the main straight! He's reset the track! Oh, that has absolutely ruined his race. The rain claimed a victim. And it was the guy in prime position to take the lead. Oh. Okay. Do or die. Lap 29 of 31. Look. We haven't really seen miracles in this game. But can Revo make up the 7 seconds in 3 laps? I don't know about that one. It's very unfortunate. The dirty air combined with the rain probably put him off on that last corner. The double kink, one of the fastest corners. He's in the wall again. You can tell the rain is starting to affect him. He must have quite high tire deg. And I think with that, Seb has just taken this race. Sector 2 yellow flag. There's a racing point out. Major Payne has punted it. So we've only got 3 laps now to go. Revo coming on the backside there. Whew. Nothing short of upsets here. Alright, let's jump on board with Nut. Lotus gets a 3-second time penalty there. Nut's trying to climb up to the back of this Red Bull. You can see that the brakes are working hard. He just narrowly misses the wall. As Revo's dropping back to 8 seconds. Oh, that is so unfortunate. But racing is racing, and anything can happen, and anything did happen. Rain here at Singapore for the last half of the track, for the race, sorry. Sector 2, Sector 3, yellow flag. We've got a Williams into the wall. Okay, so Bandcamp managing to make that overtake. He'll be in 5th. Another Sector 2 yellow flag, and it's one of the Red Bulls. And Lotus just spun out as well. DRS has been disabled. The rain is heavy enough to call off DRS. And it happens on the second to last lap. And the McLaren's now out. The nut crashes into the wall, trying to get up on Mikau. Hits the second wall just to be safe. Oh man, what is happening? Pacey goes into the pits for Inters. Pacey goes into the pits for Inters on the second last lap. Where's he going to come out? He'll come out in front of Combined. Skyfield gets a 3-second time penalty. So Pacey calls it and says that it's too wet. Matzoid crashed into the wall there. He triggered the safety. He triggered the yellow flag. Everything is going absolutely bonkers here on the second to last lap. I'm going to go up on top with Seb because all eyes are going to be on him. Can he hold this car? Oh, you can see he's fighting the grip. He's fighting the traction loss. Look at it sideways. All he's going to do is hold on to it for another lap and a half. Is he going to make it? He is driving so carefully. He's touched the wall there, but no damage. Still missing an end plate. This is a driver with cojones, ladies and gentlemen. He has just crossed the line and is now lap 31. Matzoid gets a 3-second time penalty at the back. Nut and Lotus both in the pits. You are seeing more drivers jump onto the intermediate tyre. They're doing it for the last lap. They think it's that bad that they're going to have to do it. Pacey gets the overtake on Potsy. I can only imagine Potsy is sliding all over the place. Revo's even in the pits. Revo is in the pits on lap 31. Of course, he has enough time to switch. Gus Rules 28 seconds behind. I can't imagine him catching. There's the ghost there. Sector 1, Sector 2. It's just a Red Bull moving out of the way. No accident again. Seb making his way through Sector 2. Can he hold on? Can he do this drive? Can he bring it home? The rain getting heavier. DRS was disabled, so it's heavy enough for the game to think that it's dangerous to activate. Look at him sideways. You can see him fighting every single second. Absolute respect to Mercedes to hold on. And if he can bring it home, this will be one to talk about. You can see he's fighting it. He's doing the short shift. He's trying to keep the traction at its maximum. Those hard tyres are fighting so hard to hold on. He's going to do the little glitch thingy. I want to watch other people, but right now I just want to make sure Seb makes it home. You can see he's nursing the car. He's doing everything he can. There's no risk. Revo's 35 seconds behind. All he has to do is finish. Oh, look at it kick sideways every single corner. Braking harder. But it looks like he's going to make it. He just went through turn 21. All he has to do is make it through the next two turns. And there it is. Your winner in Singapore will be Seb. He takes first place. Revo making his way through with the intermediate tyre. He'll take second. Huh. What a crazy race. Pacey overtakes Bandcamp right at the end. They both hit the wall. So Bandcamp drops down to the 5th. Pacey in the 4th. Even in the last seconds of the race, everyone's still racing. And a great drive there. Bandcamp would have had to give the position. Drifting again. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we witnessing? As Pacey in the Mercedes. 3-second time penalty at the back. Hold on a second. Is that going to give Ben the position? It does. Pacey loses 4th place with a last corner cut. Oh my God. Oh my God. What am I supposed to say? What is the correct response to this race? It had everything. Absolutely everything it had. 31 laps of absolute top tier Formula racing. Just waiting on Mika now to come across the line. Looks like he'll take 9th. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I am almost speechless. Okay, so Seb, what a drive. Nurses the car home on hard tyres in the rain. You could see him fighting for every inch of grip on the track. But he brought it home and he made it to the end. Congratulations with your win here at Singapore. Revo, what an unfortunate story. If he hadn't spun there on the main straight, we probably would have seen the most nail-biting finish. Oh, what a race. Matt, can you give us Kuno, can you give us a summary? Okay. Crazy shit happened for 31 laps. That's all I've got, man. That's all I've got. I can't summarize it any better. You'll have to go back and watch the VOD. I'm sorry. Oh, Seb with your win. War, massive respect for that drive. Revo, so unfortunate. Gus Rules manages to put the car in 3rd. Bandcamp takes 4th because Pacey gets an unfortunate 3-second at the second last corner of the race. God, what an amazing race. Oh my God. Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. AFR is where it's at. 12 seconds till the session ends. Oh, I hope you've enjoyed that because I certainly have. As usual, I'm Kunai Zero. We will be back for Tier 2 and will Tier 2 hold a candle to Tier 1. I'm looking forward to it. Don't go anywhere.